warden of nothing. We're good? Do we need a drink break? Water break?
We're good.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm launching.
I'm launching.
Wait until Eugene sees the timers on the mines and the sparrow racing GOA. Oh my god. Yeah, Eugene, if you want to get Gallahorn, there is a sparrow race in the dungeon that we're doing.
Okay.
And there's a timer on every mine, and there are 4 mines, and you have to get to the mine before the timer's up, otherwise everybody gets wiped.
My gosh. Hella
Yeah.
stressful.
And Whip and I got wiped like 6-7 times. I don't know, I lost count. We just,
Oh my god.
yeah, in the end we got it. First time around didn't take too long, but I think because I have to do the catalyst, so you have to go again. So yeah, you kind of have to do the dungeon twice, like Wish Ender, but you don't have to do it all the way. And that one, if you want to get more time, you have to find the notes on the floor to like give you a time extension or something. Oh, I should have changed to my Fusion 8. I forgot about that. Never mind. Bitch. Okay. I lost my hammer.
Yeah, oh my god. Yeah,
Hey
jelly bad.
yo.
Oh, that's so satisfying.
Do you have scout on you, right, Revoker?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you should be able to stun the unstoppable that's gonna be on mine B. Almost didn't make it there. I said I almost didn't make it there because I didn't feel like I timed my jump properly. Ooh. Oh my god. Oh my god. No.
My god, smell joking.
Hold on. This the heck is wrong with my keybind? There you go. I'm just like pressing all the wrong buttons. What? Oh my god. I was You know what? Before you all do it, I'ma clip that. Just cause it's so dumb. Done. Done. Yeah, you're gonna have to come and get me. It's the Vex. The Vex shot my sparrow and I died. Thank you. Is there any train? Tell me there isn't any train.
No, there's no.
Okay. Ooh. Eugene, don't even bother. Galley's too strong for that.
I think I can try.
Unstop's done? Nope, still there.
Oh, still
Okay.
there.
Please ignite away. Oh, come on. I hate their nades so much. What?
Oh,
Yeah, I
I
think
mean-
you're the only one who can get that, the ignite going.
Yeah, okay. When I'm alive, I guess. Thank you. Done. He's still going even after he's dead.
uh,
Nope, that's a barrier right there.
what? The hobgoblin fucking my shot.
I mean, honestly, at this point, anything can just one shot you.
Yeah, true. Make sure.
Help you guys with the anti-berry here.
Oh,
Did the anti-berry got you again?
Yeah.
uh,
I have a lot of...
goodbye, good thanks to it's now thank you, hey, I say, well, that's okay. It's just you, so the same I know.
Okay, the first anti-berry is down. And guys are coming over. Oh, thank you. Oh, I forgot the order of my guns. Of course, the train passed by.
Okay, got it.
Okay, it's done.
This train. Nope.
What are they? Is that the boss?
I don't know, I can't see anything yet.
It's boss time, it's boss
Oh,
time.
it's what time?
Okay, I think he's done. Nope, he's not done. Now he's done.
Nice.
Ammo? See some greens on the floor? I use scroll wheel for weapon swapping. Yeah, no, the thing is, like, I played a bit today and I was like, okay, I know my RB is like here and then like my heavy is here, right? So instead of scrolling down from my heavy to my RB, I scroll back up, which is to my scout, and so I'm like, hello? I can't seem to remember where my guns are. So get some radiant, thank you. And of course I lost my hammer, but that's fine. I knew the risk. I understand the loss. And I missed. He's going, but he's still not dead.
Hey.
Okay.
Now
Watch for scions. It's a gentle reminder. Yo. Oh, I don't have hammer. No heavy? No heavy. I'm gonna get a scion on the back here. One that killed you last.
and then
There shouldn't be any more scions.
No, there's no.
Okay. There you go. Please don't explode, don't explode, don't explode. Okay, yay.
I'm dying. Need us some heavy.
Eugene? You have Aeons on you?
yeah, I'm on it.
Kill them.
Okay, then I won't do my chain ignition.
Yeah, overload. So I can finish fast. Ah. There you go. Overload. Overload. Okay.
We finish this guy first.
Anything? Where am I?
Oh, Unstoppable's dead. We have 3 anti-barriers to finish, so we'll have plenty of ammo.
Try to get closer.
I'm gonna do the Cabal anti-barrier first. You wanna get closer?
Yeah. I'm gonna go from behind.
Yeah. Never mind, he's dead.
Yep.
Oh, we have the same idea also. I hope this doesn't kill them. Eugene, keep an eye on the bar.
Go.
They're both dead.
They are dead.
I'm just a warlock. I'm not fast enough.
Not.
That's fair.
Round 2. Dismantle mines.
Oh my god.
They dead.
You did? You did. You did. Oh, where you at?
Bury there.
Where you at?
Bury down there.
Get to your positions. I'll get the barrier first. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Okay, barrier's done. Eugene, I'm coming to your side.
I'm handling them from afar.
I'm gonna use my super because I cannot.
I got my mom, but I'm dead, and they're still the unstoppable.
Okay. Never mind, it's fine. I just want to finish this. I mean, would you want an adept sniper?
Victory.
I have one.
I'm gonna get army evoker. Okay, so everyone has despawned.
Last time. I'm gonna get
Yeah.
the squirt cannon.
Yep, do that.
You face the final round. A mighty cabal challenges.
And the Vex is on that side, of course. What's new? I've used my super.
Cannon.
I just bring my back. I'm good. Yeah, he's done. He's done. All right, we got this. We got this. We got this.
The last part.
Ammo. Nope. That's okay. I've got 10.
You doing okay with ammo, sneaky boy?
I've got 5 galley shots.
Stand proud.
Oh, okay.
You survived the prison of elders.
4 rocket.
Trisha waits
We
below.
might get some when we're down there.
Calls to you. Yes.
If you have your ammo finder, you should be okay.
You fought. You won. Your treasure awaits.
All right, I might join in the dance this time.
One last time, I need to. What?
Um, I'm gonna miss this next week.
And the initial sector.
I think we need to find a better spot for the well. That wasn't very good where we were. Okay, this I forgot. This is the better spot for the well. My bad. My bad.
I'm gonna try to finish it. Oh,
Sorry. Alright.
An
Well here.
judgment at hand.
Let me try this side.
there, stop moving.
It should be hidden. Where is it? I'm almost
Oh, nice.
finally one win.
Thanks for your help out here, Chosen One. So, hey,
Oh,
confession.
Oh,
time.
one
Slider
gilded
asked
so
me to get
far.
a crew together to take the prison back from the Barons, and you did great.
Don't think we got
So,
platinum, but at least we
I'll clean up
completed
behind
this.
you
We didn't.
and spider will sell
Yeah,
this
okay.
place
That
back
makes
to
sense
the
because we
owner.
skip out on one overlord and one unstoppable at the
I like your style.
the one above us.
But you all already got a cut.